just an asshole! He's just an asshole! He's just an asshole! That ain't Tom! What have he fucked?
With your grandmother's favorite podcast.
Oh yeah, my granny loves this show, and yours should too.
And if she doesn't, we'll come to her house and kill her.
Cause it is a grandma-friendly show today.
We love grandmas and all the grandmas. Today we are speaking on, the topic of today is Weird Al.
And today we have the incredible Zach.
Zack Attack.
The Zach Attack.
He's a Lego maniac.
Oh yeah, Zach the Lego Man. Today we have Zach the Lego Maniac. Josh.
The sweaty
Fucking
Viking.
hot.
The sweaty Viking.
Yeah, Josh the Sweaty Viking. And Travis the really freaking hot person.
We're gonna start taking our shirts off. Too bad you can't see us.
The doctor says you're not supposed to look directly at it. But like Zach just said, today's episode is a Weird Al retrospective. And
Now we don't own every Weird Al album like we do on the other retrospectives.
I know there's a bunch of them I haven't heard. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of them I have, and in fact, several of them I had on tape, and I don't have the cassettes anymore.
We don't even have a cassette player at the moment. You spacing out?
No, I was wondering why there was a space in between Johnny Cash and Cake, but then I remembered you had pulled it
Yeah,
out
I pulled
yesterday.
Cake out yesterday.
Um,
I do that same shit at my house. I'm like, what is missing? I'm like, oh, there's a big chunk because Oasis is over here.
yeah, so
Be looking for that sometime soon because we're going to be doing Oasis whenever I find the last CD that's less than $10.
Oh, Jesus.
So, alright. I guess we should talk about first how we first heard Weird Al.
The first time I remember hearing Weird Al was the exact same time you heard him. Mom brought us into the living room to watch the Weird Al show, or Al TV on MTV.
Yeah.
When Weird Al was doing like all those music videos, he'd show the first video or the original,
Yeah.
and then he'd show his video. That was
I loved those. Because there were little comedy skits in between.
I want to say that was before Bad Hair Day, or it was like right when Bad Hair Day was coming out.
Yeah, because there was... I loved it.
No, wait, I remember the Flintstones video, the Bedrock Anthem.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a year before. Mm-hmm. All right.
See, I knew of that then,
yeah.
but I didn't know who he was until that
Yeah, well, I
LTV
didn't know
came
exactly.
on.
I didn't know who he was till the show.
But I remember on the Al TV show, there was the little skit where he's on the roof of this building, and this like crazy fan dude comes up there, and he's all talking to Weird Al, and Weird Al's going crazy on him, and he just starts shaking the guy, and then the guy falls off the fucking building, and Al's like, "Oh no, what have I done? What have I done?" And then he smiles and pulls out a Mentos stick.
That was Weird Al Yankovic with an insightful, thought-provoking look at the current state of our medical profession. Well, as I said before...
Hey, man, I know you. You're that Eat It guy, man, right?
Yeah.
Right, you're that guy, and
Yeah.
you go, Eat It.
We're taping a show right now.
Oh, man, you look just like him, though, man.
Thank you.
I can swear. Oh, my God, it is.
This is not a good time for
Oh,
this.
just sing a couple. Come on, Eat It. Come on, sing it for me.
Could you
Come
leave
on,
me
come
alone?
on, no, come on, sing it.
Get out of here.
Come on, man. I want you to sing it for me.
Oh, come on,
sing it
come
for
on.
me now.
Come on,
I want
hey,
you
man,
to
move
sing
that.
it.
What have I done? What have I done? Why, Al? Why?
What about you, Josh? When
UHF.
UHF, yeah, there you go. That's old school, man. That movie,
I love the was it Money for Nothing and what was it?
yeah,
The
dude.
Beverly Hills song.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
UHF is like a very underrated comedy.
I
but
have still yet to finish that movie.
it is kind of hard to watch all the way through. I mean, to me,
it was just like a whole bunch of skits put together. It just like made no sense.
Well, then see, I can see like the Family Guy crowd liking something like that. It's just a bunch of skits thrown back and forth.
It's weird because it has a flowing story arc of like Weird Al.
You know he was in every Naked Gun movie?
Who, Weird Al?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I've only seen.
He was
like,
also in
one.
Halloween 2.
The original Halloween?
No, the
2?
remake.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, because
I remember that scene. You haven't seen it yet.
Well, I know that because of the internet, where he's on like a talk show.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and
"Is this
fucking,
the
what's his name?
Is this
Remus.
the Austin Powers Mike Myers?" And
Yeah.
it's like, really, y'all did that?
But what's his name? Like Loomis. It was during like a talk show that Loomis was on,
Yeah.
and
See,
Weird Al was on.
I
think it was like Jimmy Kimmel or Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
or-
See, I gotta see Halloween 2 for the
I liked
zombie
it.
retrospective
I
this
liked it.
year.
It was a completely different.
But there's 2 versions, so I gotta be able to
Just
get
watch
both
the unrated
versions.
version.
Well, no, it's not that it's unrated. There's the theatrical release and the director's cut. The director's cut has a completely different ending and everything.
That's probably the one I saw. Then.
It's the one where where Michael Myers stabs Loomis and screams, "Die!" Michael Myers
No, I know
finally
Loomis.
speaks.
I know Loomis died, but I don't remember that happening.
Yeah,
in the
he
end.
speaks. This is Rob Zombie's original vision. For apparently, Laurie Strode gets fucking shot up in the cemetery while it's playing "Love Hurts."
Damn, I need to see this version then. Because
You're
Laurie
going
went to
to?
fucking mental ward in the end.
Yeah, it's like fuck the internet, man. Because
Like, in the end-
I haven't even seen the movie and I know all this stuff, but I don't really mind spoilers anyway.
In the fucking end of the movie, she goes to the mental ward and she sees her mother and baby Michael. So that she sees the visions that Michael was
So it's
seeing
a
before.
completely
so,
different ending.
yeah, so
man.
she turns into the next Michael Myers.
We
I guess.
gotta find a way to get both when we do this zombie
Well,
retrospective.
shouldn't the original
Halloween.
version be on the same disc?
I wonder if they
That
got
would
it
be cool.
put together like that. So anyway, back on Weird Al.
Weird Al, because he was in Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. UHF was.
UHF was weird.
That's actually when he really started getting popular and mainstream.
Yeah, and UHF bombed because of Batman.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
came
'cause
out against Batman.
that was the big mistake. That's like putting what they're trying to do now
Jet Nichols.
this year, and they actually pushed that movie out till next year. 50 Shades of Grey was supposed to come out the same day as Guardians of the Galaxy. And this whole time, for over a year, I was telling Tiffany while she was reading that mom porn book, I was like, you know that it's not going to make any money because it's opening the same day as Guardians of the Galaxy.
No,
She's
actually,
like,
I think it'd been the other way. Guardians of the Galaxy wouldn't make no money. Every woman in the damn country is gonna go see that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
one
ain't,
of those.
Guardians of the Galaxy ain't gonna stop them.
Yeah, that's one of those.
It's
things.
Marvel. That's the thing.
Well, it's
Every fucking Marvel
Not that
movie.
it's Marvel. Not that it's Marvel. The thing is if both were coming out at the same day, that's like a big. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Number one, yeah, it's Marvel, but number two, it's an unknown property.
That is
Not
true.
many people know what that is. And then 50 Shades of Grey is like this popular fucking women's thing.
And number
Yeah.
three, the nerds.
It's like the next Twilight.
The
for
nerds will all
moms.
go see Guardians.
But see, there are
all the women
a lot
will
of
go see
female
50
nerds coming out
No,
now.
all the females will go see
then
50
you
Shades of Grey,
still
and all the
got a
normal
lot of-
guys are gonna stay home because they know they're getting laid that night. Because they're gonna all the girls are coming home horny
It's
as
gonna be
hell.
one of those. That's gonna be one of those hair finishes, man.
Well, see, a movie like that, like 50 Shades of Grey, well, you can't even make that without it being fucking hardcore porn. From what I've been hearing
Yeah, I
about
read
it.
they're not even gonna have all the hardcore things in there.
Yeah, so why even make the movie?
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's like,
Oh, really? Because it's only the visual shit's only really guys only ones that want visual. Girls want all the stuff. They just want all the romantic shit like in Twilight.
Yeah.
but see, here's what
So
the
they're
reason.
still gonna come home horny. So we're still getting laid.
The reason I was saying that Guardians would beat it is because every Marvel movie since Iron Man 1 has been number one. So, I mean, it's just kind of...
If it were to have beat it, it wouldn't be by that much. Like
I
Shades-
wish we could have seen that. I
one would
really
be
do.
one and one would be two. It would be either.
Oh
way.
yeah, oh yeah. It would be 1 and 2. It wouldn't be like Despicable Me 4 or whatever be like number 2.
Yeah, so back on
Weird Al. We do trill a lot, but that's just part of
Stay
the
on track,
conversation.
So, all right, Weird Al, he got his start putting his little songs on the old Dr. Demento show.
Show's where he started.
And so then he finally releases his first album on
It was self-titled, wasn't it?
Yeah, self-titled.
Yeah, 1983.
83. And I had the tape to this. And to tell you the truth, it's funny and it's good for what it is. It's only 32 minutes long.
That's about as long as all his other albums
Oh.
are.
The most popular song everybody knows is My Bologna, which is a parody
Yeah.
of My Sharona.
Yeah.
Yoda was supposed to be on that album.
And so you
Another one
have
Rides the Bus.
you
Yeah.
have the Ricky song, all right?
I like the Ricky song.
I do too, but at the same time, I'm like, I Love Lucy. Like, who is this song for? Because number one, yeah, it's a parody of Mickey, which was popular around that time. But you're gonna take a fucking old ass sitcom like that, and
Well, in a way, I Love Lucy was still kind of popular around that
yeah,
time.
they were still.
By the way, not to interrupt you, but this tastes like chocolate. I
Huh.
figured it out.
the pecan beer
Tastes like
chocolate. And then I remember on the tape, I liked the Lucy song, but then there was Gotta Boogie, which is about a man with a booger on his finger.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then I Love Rocky Road is just stupid. I mean, I don't like I Love Rocky Road. I don't even like the Joan Jett version.
I like the ice cream okay, but the
it's
song,
just the song
I don't really
is
care
kinda,
for the Joan Jett version.
It's one of those things where this is an album where you can tell that he's a good writer as far as comedy and parodies go, but I don't think he chose some of the best things. But this started a lot of
what was
staples.
around at the time was all he could really work with.
Exactly. But this started a lot
Like
of
what's
staples
happening now? Some of the parodies on his newer stuff is like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's something I've always said, is you can normally tell how fun the mainstream is at a certain moment in time.
It's how good the Weird Al parodies are.
When how good a Weird Al album is, and we'll definitely be getting into that as we go along. I mean, because these are some songs and parodies.
What was
to
it
me.
after the self-titled was in 3D?
Well,
Weird Al in
hold
3D.
on a second. I'm still talking. You got Buckingham Blues, which was kind of funny because he's talking about Princess Diana and Charles on there. That was kind of funny.
What was that supposed to be a parody of? Jack and Diane. It was supposed to be a parody of that.
Oh, it was supposed to be? Because
Yeah.
it's more.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
just a
little ditty.
blues song satirizing social life.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Here's the story
I want to say it
about
was.
Charles and Diana.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like that, but he didn't
Yeah.
get.
Play it for a second, John.
Because what's
This is where we'll be editing it in the video, so we can hear it.
Tell you a story about Chuck and Diane.
They went the Steppenwolf version. Bad to the Bone.
It was supposed to be like Jack and Diane, and he didn't.
George Thurgood.
Yeah.
He was waiting on
Steppenwolf also did do it too.
John Mellencamp's approval, and John Mellencamp's decided no on it because he was waiting on movie deals.
He didn't think he'd be looked at too serious.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he decided
Now
not
it's
to do it, and
considered
then
an honor to have
then a lot of
Yeah,
fans,
exactly.
a lot of fans wanted him to retool it after there was no Jack and Diane movie, and then he's like, well, after Diane's death, it doesn't really seem that kosher to do it. So that's understandable.
You know what's awesome? I share a birthday with Weird Al Yankovic.
Fuck yeah,
October
dude.
23rd. It's Weird Al's birthday.
And then you got.
I share a birthday with
I don't
Beethoven.
remember the song "Happy Birthday" too much.
All right, let's play.
That is hilarious.
But it's a parody of Tony K or Tony OK. Okay, I remember this song now. Yeah,
YouTube gets very pissy.
I really liked that one. Then you got "Stop Dragging My Car Around," which I like. It's sort of making fun of Tom Parody and "Stop Dragging My Heart Around." And he's like, stop.
You said Tom Parody, by the way.
Tom Petty, my bad.
Tom Parody.
But I mean, still, it's not a really interesting song to me. Same thing, and then you have My Bologna,
My
which,
Sharona.
yeah, which is probably one of the better food parodies on this album. I mean, you got Rocky Road and then My Bologna.
Yeah, because My Sharona's a good cheesy song.
Yeah, it is, and then you got The Checks in the Mail, which I like it, but then it's like The Checks in the Mail.
He didn't have a polka song on that one, did he?
I don't know. I can't remember. Then you got another one, Rides the Bus, which is pretty fucking funny to me.
Another one, Bites the Dust parody.
Yeah, it's.
I love that one because it's all on a fucking box and an accordion.
That's like,
the
I want
only
to say that's the
instruments in that
first song he ever recorded, and it was just his buddy beating on his accordion box. And most of these songs, you know, they're very accordion centric. And then I'll Be Mellow When I'm Dead is fun, and then Such a Groovy Guy is fun. And
that was about his ex-girlfriend's ex. He says that his ex-girlfriend was with a dude that said, "Why would you break up with me? I'm a really groovy guy."
And then my favorite song on this album, look this up, Josh, Mr. Frump in the Iron Lung.
Mr. Frump in his Iron Lung. Oh, wasn't that Frank?
No,
Not Frank, it's Frump.
Mr. Frump.
Okay.
This song is great. It shows that really
if you want
wicked
polka,
dark
this
humor.
is polka.
I love his. That's what the birthday song was. It was like really dark.
Yeah, I really love his dark ass humor.
Mr. Frump in his iron lung, this is what I hear him say.
And we're all smoking cigarettes in here. Okay, so what do y'all think about that? I think it's a decent ass start.
It's a good debut album.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, if that's what you're going to be doing is parodies, it's pretty damn good. And we're going to go into 3D now.
3D was
In
next,
3D.
the next year, actually only 1 year later.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that
Was it
time when
84? Yeah,
Because
84.
I think he said because most of the stuff he already had written. He written
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. And because
this
of
was
Dr.
44
Demento,
minutes long. That's pretty good.
because of Dr. Demento, he decided he can record it. He started putting it on the radio, and people loved it. So he decided, well, I'm just gonna record these things. That's what.
Now,
Is this the one where the first half of the album is parodies and then the other half is
the first
originals?
song's "Eat It," which is a parody of "Beat It." You got "Midnight Star," which I think is a parody. I got the list to remember.
Yeah,
Midnight
because
Star is an original.
Eat It is great.
Yeah. Then you got the Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, play the Brady Bunch for a
Safety
moment.
Dance.
Yeah, I love the safety dance.
Which is kind of funny. It's a parody, yet there's not even close to any. There's nothing to do with the original song.
Yeah.
So just the music.
That's what's great about it.
You can watch Three's Company, and you can turn on Fame.
And that's a thing about Weird Al. He's always singing about TV shows, and he's always singing about food.
TV shows, food, and women.
Yeah, he was like the
Yeah.
non-pedophile version of Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, and Midnight Star is really good because, you know, every time you're standing in line and you see these fucking tabloid magazines. you
That's
know.
what it's about. Okay.
Yeah, and then the Brady Bunch song is great. Eat It is awesome.
Buy Me a Condo is a style
Gonna buy
parody
me a
of
condo.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Gonna buy me a Cuisinart.
Yeah, it's
With the wall-to-wall
Africa
cockatoo.
by Toto.
Yeah. Fucking style parody of Bob Marley and
I
reggae.
Lost on Jeopardy.
Yeah, that song.
I don't really like that
We
one.
were watching the music video to that just the other night, and I'm like, yeah, the song is boring.
Yeah, it kind of is. And it's a parody of Jeopardy by George Chen?
Greg Kinn.
Greg Kin? Whatever.
But
Whatever,
then,
dude.
then you have his first polka melody, and it's Polka on 45.
Oh, you
and
got Devo,
yes.
Deep Purple, Berlin, Beatles, The Doors,
It's awesome.
Iron Butterfly,
And it got a
Jimi
Vita.
Hendrix, Talking Heads,
Yeah, it is.
Foreigner,
It's one of his quickly play a whole shitload of
The Police, The Clash,
The Who.
Rolling Stones, The Who. Wow.
It's a great fucking. It's one of his. It's
Okay, and then he puts his own at the end.
yeah. I love Weird Al's polka medleys because
I know, dude. They're
they all
just-
have the exact same structure, but
Take popular songs, play them really fast. with an
What it
accordion,
seems like to me
polka
is
style.
he did those because he didn't have enough time to parody all of them, so he just put them all in one
yeah, I
melody.
love how he doesn't change the lyrics. He just
Yeah.
sings the real song.
And when there's like a cuss word coming up, he puts like a bell or
Yeah,
something
like
in there.
a goofy little sound effect. Like, we'll get into that with the alternative polka from Bad Hair Day. And then the next you got Mr. Popeil, which is a nice parody of the B-52s.
That's a style.
Yeah, it's a nice style parody. And that's the thing I've always liked about Weird Al is his parodies of a style of a band, where it's not necessarily parodying their song, but it's parodying their sound.
Yeah.
And he is one of those artists, and this is rare, when he can capture, number one, he is good with his parodies. He knows what to fucking, make fun of the song with. But when it comes to his style parodies, he is so good at sounding so similar to that certain band, even going into his little Ben Folds 5 kind of style parody and his Frank Zappa one.
What was the Ben Folds 5 parody? What was that on?
Why does this always
That
happen?
that was them?
Yeah.
Awesome, because I love that song. That's actually on my list.
And then King of Suede is really good.
It's a Sting song.
Yeah, King of Pain. And then That Boy Could Dance. It is what it is.
Theme from Rocky.
Yeah, that's funny. It's themed from Rocky 13, The Rye or the Kaiser, and it's a
The Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, it's a parody of Eye of the Tiger. The Rye or the Kaiser.
Nature Trail to Hell. Play that.
Nature Trail to Hell is awesome. Nature Trail to Hell is basically talking shit about how many sequels like Freddy and Jason we're going to wind up having.
Now, all right.
Film that hit the screen. There's a homicidal maniac who finds a Cub Scout troop and he hacks up.
All right, the next CD is one we actually have here.
Yeah, his next album is Dare to Be Stupid, which I also had on tape, and
I just got it a couple days ago.
And I think it's one of those. He gets progressively better at his shtick.
Yeah.
And
The first song you got, Like a Surgeon.
yeah, and that's
Great fucking parody of Like a Virgin.
a nice fucking parody of that. But like my favorite song is obviously Dare to Be Stupid.
Yeah, that is so great.
He sounds just
I love
like
that where
Devo.
I posted that on Facebook today where he's like, "You better hug all the Charmin you can."
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Play some Dare to Be Stupid really quick, Josh.
You better hug all the Charmin you can. Yeah. That's fucking Devo, man, but it's
Yeah.
not a Devo parody. It's in the style. of it.
Devo actually said they were pretty amazed.
Yeah, they said that made them feel like they made it. And then Flea said the same thing when fucking Weird Al asked him if they can do one of his songs. He's like, yeah, we actually made it now. We've been out here for like 10 years making records, but you haven't made it until Weird Al's made a parody of your fucking songs.
And then I Want a New Duck.
That's actually pretty funny.
It is, but then it's at the same time it's just kind of stupid. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't like the song, I Want a New Drug. See, that's the thing. If you don't like the song it's parodying, you're really not going to like the parody.
And the music from I Want a New Drug is what was sampled to make the Ghostbusters song.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom,
And then One More Minute.
Yeah, One More Minute is really good.
Yoda.
Yoda is fantastic.
I love Yoda. That's a
Yoda
fucking
is
great
fantastic.
song. Then you have
George of the Jungle.
a George of the Jungle cover.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, he just covered the fucking theme song, but
Slime Creatures from Outer Space. It's alright. It's in the style of 50s sci-fi soundtracks, but it doesn't really sound like that.
And then you got Girls Just Want to Have Lunch.
I fucking love that. There's only one thing they like a bunch. Oh, girls just want to have lunch.
It's one of those ridiculous funny songs of his. And
This is the life.
This Is the Life is really good. I like how it sort of just makes fun of old school 20s and 30s music. But then, has anybody seen the movie Johnny Dangerously with I think it's Michael Keaton?
I remember Johnny Mnemonic.
That's Keanu Reeves, right?
I know.
But I want to say
movie with the name
This
Johnny
Is
in
the
it.
Life is like the opening theme to that movie. And then Cable TV is cool.
I don't remember that.
And then Hooked on Polka, another fantastic polka medley with you got
12th Street Rag.
You got the fucking Michael Jackson and the Jacksons.
With Mick Jagger.
Yeah, and you got a ZZ Top song, Sharp Dressed Man.
Tina Turner, Hall & Oates, yes.
Yeah,
I Wonder of a Lonely Heart.
man.
Oh, no shit. Twisted Sister.
Yeah, dude.
Nina.
And fucking
Footloose. He did Footloose.
Yeah, dude.
The
Like,
Reflex.
That's a really good.
Duran Duran.
That's a really good fucking parody song.
Quiet Riot. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah, I love that song. Relax, go to it. When you want it. I even love the one that Bloodhound Gang sampled on their fucking song. That shit is great. And then you've got
What's up? Want a free base?
yeah, aw shit. Here comes Pac-Man. Hey Pac-Man, what's up? Not shit. Oh yeah, he's like, yo, 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 what it is, motherfuckers. I love that shit. They're like, nah, Pac-Man, drugs are bad. Pussies. Whoa, holy shit. Yeah, so then after this you have Polka Party, which I always heard that it was the first sort of disappointing selling album.
Yeah,
of
you
his.
know, the title, I always thought that it was just a polka album, but it's not.
Yeah, it's your typical Weird Al affair, and I never had this one, but I know a lot of the songs.
Living
off
with
of
a
it.
Hernia.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you gotta love some fucking James Brown, man.
Dog Eat Dog. Parody of the Talking Heads.
Yeah,
Style
see,
parody of Talking Heads.
I'm not too familiar with Oh, Addicted to Spuds, I know
Yeah,
that.
Addicted to Spuds.
You might as well face it, you're addicted
One
to
of those
Spuds.
days. I don't remember that song.
And then you've got the song Polka Party, which starts with Sledgehammer from Peter Gabriel.
And then you got a Phil Collins right after
Yeah,
that.
Sue Studio.
Banana Rap.
And Papa Don't Preach. Like, it's pretty damn good. Then you've
Janet
got...
Jackson. My name's Jackson.
Then you have, after that song, you've got Here's Johnny, which is a parody of Who's Johnny. And then...
Don't wear those shoes. That's an original.
Yeah, then you got Toothless People, which is it's a nice little remake of, or parody of Ruthless People by Mick Jagger. And
Good enough for now.
yeah, that's...
Style of country love songs. That is
Yeah.
fucking genius.
And then I know Christmas at Ground Zero. I love
That's
that
part
song.
of my Christmas album
Oh, yeah.
set. Whenever I do my Christmas downloads, I always have the Weird Al Christmas
And if
songs.
the radiation levels are low.
And then you have Even Worse.
Even Worse. I love
That was like his-
Even Worse.
That's when his career was like revitalized or something.
Yeah, his career was getting a little better here. It was like, I'm going to make fun of Michael Jackson again. And I love the album title, and the cover is obviously parodying Bad, but the title is hilarious because you have Bad by Michael Jackson,
Weird
but
Al,
Weird Al
even
is
worse.
Yeah, Weird
exactly.
Al is even worse.
The album
About
itself
it's not better. It's just even worse.
It was a parody. The album cover was a parody of Michael Jackson's.
Oh, did you see what fucking Prince did? Oh my God! Now that we're talking about parody covers, you know that fucking Dave Chappelle did Prince on his show. Mm-hmm. The new Prince album has Dave Chappelle as Prince on the cover.
That is awesome.
And Dave Chappelle didn't even know about it. Like, fucking Prince just took the shit and put it on his cover. He said,
That is awesome.
yeah, you can parody me or whatever, but I'll use your face as long as I want. I mean, Prince is a fucking man, dude.
That is awesome.
I mean, imagine how fucking Dave Chappelle feels.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be some kind of honor right there.
So then, all right, this album is great. This is another one that I had on tape. Fat is a decent parody. It's kind of,
Parody of Bad.
it's just,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
love Fat.
obvious
I
fat
love
people
Fat.
jokes, but it's funny. And then in the video, he's got this fat suit.
I can't touch
well,
my toes.
he doesn't start in a fat suit. He starts skinny. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
he blows
fat.
up.
You're not fat, man.
Yeah,
he blows up.
yeah, that
He's
shit
like,
is great.
when I go to the movies, I take up 37 rows.
Yeah, dude. And like, I love that. You know, you better watch your mouth, or I'll sit on you. Then you got Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. That's okay. Then this song is just 6 words long.
That's a parody of George Harrison? Got My Mind Set on You. That's performed by George Harrison.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got my mind set on you. I assume that's how it goes. I've never heard the original.
Yeah.
And then You Make Me, which is a style parody of Oingo Boingo. And Oingo Boingo is some shit that I need to get. Because that was the band that Danny Elfman was in before.
Danny Elfman was in a band before he was a
Yeah.
composer?
Yeah, before he started doing
Nightmare
shit for
on
Tim
Elm
Burton.
Street composer.
Yeah, before he was Tim Burton's call, bitch.
Yeah, so I gotta hear some Oingo Boingo. Shit.
I think I'm a clone now.
That is pretty funny, but it's
'Cause every chromosome
is
is
a
a
hand-me-down. And
lasagna.
yeah, lasagna is great because I love the food and I love what is it, Ricky Valiant?
Los Lobos.
Los Lobos. My
La Bamba.
bad. I get
La
that mixed the
Bamba.
fuck up. Los Lobos.
But La Bamba is like a fucking standard Mexican song.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it was cool, man. When I was down in Mexico, right? I was jamming on old dude's guitar, and then like every
You didn't bring
Mexican.
one?
No, I didn't bring mine.
Damn,
Oh.
you went to fucking Mexico and you didn't bring your guitar?
You probably could have bought one
I
for
didn't
like
have a
50
guitar
cents.
case or anything, dude.
You could have brought one for like one
had
peso.
they had some sweet fucking classical guitars down there for like fucking 600 pesos, man.
How
Like
much does that
$5.
translate
$60
Yeah.
maybe.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, come
And
on.
I was gonna buy one, dude, but fucking
You didn't want something that's not made in the USA.
well, I mean, I bet it's made better down
It
there.
probably
Yeah.
wouldn't sound good because it's probably filled with cocaine and marijuana.
That's probably why you didn't want to bring it back.
But then you got
A Mexican be stuffed inside there.
Like 12 Mexicans be stuffed in there.
yeah, dude. That is delightfully racist.
We are not racist. We're just making stereotypical jokes.
No, we're pointing out truths.
Shut up, Josh.
Then you got Alimony, which is a decent parody of Money Money as
You
performed
totally
by
skipped
Billy
over
Idol.
Melanie.
You skipped Melanie.
I don't even remember Melanie.
Yeah.
I shall play you melody.
And then My Velvet Elvis. Okay, I remember
Yeah,
it.
you remember it.
And then I love the Twister,
Twister.
song.
Yeah.
Play that for a moment. That's a nice parody of the Beastie Boys.
Twister. Good old days. I fucking love it. Oh, that was a style parody of James Taylor.
Yeah. he captures the Beastie Boys so well.
Oh, yeah. And then after Even Worse, he did Peter and the Wolf.
Yeah, and I don't know jack shit about that. That's just some children's thing.
It's like based on a book. It's very fucking rare. That shit goes for like
It goes high. I've looked for it.
$150 on eBay. It's like 2 discs long. I want that shit, but goddamn it, I'm not gonna pay for it.
So
I don't want to look at it. Greatest hit.
after Peter and the Wolf,
The
UHF.
soundtrack for UHF.
which is
It's called UHF Original Motion Picture Soundtrack and other stuff.
which is basically just a Weird Al album.
It's like the Beatles albums.
Because
made for their
theoretically,
movies.
that was a rock opera. 'Cause it was music. He did music. So it's like a rock opera. So it's a soundtrack to a rock opera.
I mean, because it has basically skits from the movie, like
Yeah.
the Gandhi 2.
Gandhi.
Gandhi 2 is hilarious.
Attack the radioactive hamster.
It's got the Dire Straits parody of Money for Nothing. It has, like Josh just said, Attack of the Radioactive Hamsters from a planet near Mars. Isle Thing.
Parody of
And-
Wild Thing. Tone Loc's Wild Thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She likes to do the wild thing. Burn, burn. That song is like annoying but cool.
Hot Rocks Polka.
Yeah, nice polka medley, and this one has Brown Sugar and
It's
Honky
only
Tonk
rock and
Woman.
roll, but I like it.
And then
Under
you've
My
got
Thumb,
Let Me
Rude
Be Your
Tuesday.
Hog, which is an original, but it's a 16-second thing, so it's
Oh,
really
she
just
drives me crazy.
Then she drives me crazy.
By the Fine Young
or she
Cannibals.
drives like crazy.
Yeah, she drives like crazy.
Generic Blues, that's pretty fucking funny.
Spatula City is a skit.
Yeah. And
Fun Zone is instrumental. Spam?
Spam. Yeah, it's making fun of Stand in the place where you live. Where are you? And then
Big
you got...
Ball of Twine, the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota.
Yeah. And it's one that I haven't heard, but, you know, seeing the movie, all that shit's pretty much in the movie.
Oh, this was our first Weird Al CD.
All
Hell,
right.
I've got this one right here.
Here we go with Off the Deep End, which was a phenomenon.
Yes, it was.
This couldn't have come out at the perfect fucking time.
I love that fucking cover. It's parodying the cover to Nevermind from Nirvana, but he's chasing a fucking donut.
Yeah.
And it sounds so great. It is a great one. Especially when he does the solo.
Yeah. Fucking
I can't figure any lyrics out with all these marbles in my mouth. I mean,
And
The
God.
video was great.
Yeah.
too. The
I
video
love
for
when
it
he
was
asked
awesome.
the band if he could do the song.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain was like, is it going to be about food?
Yeah. And like this is an album that is probably the main reason why Weird Al is still around doing shit today. Or is
Because this
at
was
least,
like almost 10 years after he had started, and he
and
still
this-
did.
Yeah, this made him bigger than he ever was.
Well, he did the most popular and one of the most influential bands around, and they allowed it, and it was such. And it was like almost a complete clone of the original, except for the comedy aspects. The video was a parody.
Yeah,
clone
the
of
video
No, I
the album
liked-
cover. This song.
I mean, the song was like, I can't, like, he was saying that I can't figure out anything that Kurt Cobain is saying.
That's what the
Nirvana
parody
songs,
is. Like,
yeah.
what is he talking about? An
Yeah.
albino mosquito? What?
Yeah.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
An albino mosquito.
My
Yeah.
libido.
And then you got Trigger Happy, which is a
I
great
fucking love
style
Trigger
parody
Happy.
of the Beach Boys. And then I Can't Watch This, which is
I love that song.
making fun of MC Hammer's Can't
I
Watch
can't watch
This.
it.
And then the polka song is
Open
great.
your eyes out.
Starts off with Billy Idol's Cradle of Love.
Oh, I remember that one.
Goes into Love Shack, Pump Up the Jam, fucking, like this. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Weird Al was not allowed to parody Nirvana, this album would have never done the
No, it wouldn't have
what
done as
has.
well as it
Yeah.
was.
It's not without smells like Nirvana in that cover.
And then I don't really remember
did
much
Cherry
about.
Pie.
I was only kidding. The White Stuff is
I
alright.
was only kidding, baby.
The White Stuff
When
is-
I take it-
The White Stuff is a perfect example of his kind of parodies that are just I mean,
Yeah,
like,
because it's because of the band he's parodying.
yeah, the New Kids on the Block, and it's like you couldn't think of something better than talking about the White Stuff and
An Oreo.
yeah, Oreos and Twinkies and stuff. And then When I Was Your Age is good, and Taco Grande is fantastic.
Oh my god. Taco. Grande.
Rico Suave, fucking, that's
No,
awesome.
it's parody of Rico Suave
Yeah.
by Gerardo.
Yeah. And Airline Amy is okay. Plumbing Song is alright.
You don't love me anymore.
Fucking, what is that? Talking about sort of a parody of Milli Vanilli.
Blame It on the Rain.
And You Don't Love Me Anymore is
I
fantastic.
fucking love that.
And then you have a 6-second track inspired by Nirvana's hidden track called Bite Me.
Yeah, Nirvana's track was Endless Nameless.
This was the first Weird Al album we ever had, and we wore it out.
Yes, we did.
We wore that shit out.
And then after that is Alapalooza.
Yep, doing the
I
Jurassic,
remember-
Jurassic Park thing.
Yeah, I remember Mom and Dad bought this album, and me looking at it like, why does it look like that book Dad bought a couple years ago?
Yeah, this was before we even seen the movie Jurassic Park, and but I'm not too familiar with this album.
You guys did have a sad life growing up.
Yeah, we
You didn't
did.
get to do anything.
Yeah, they took us to see it several times in the theater.
Dude, we saw every movie in the theater growing up.
And I remember being like,
I remember
freaked
seeing.
out. I was like 7 years
Yeah.
old, dude.
That was kind of funny because it was freaking you out. But I do remember fucking seeing it after it went out of theaters and came back because it was such a big movie.
And
that
I
they
swear
brought it
to
back
God,
theaters.
The first time we saw it,
That
it was
goddamn-
louder.
Yeah,
That
that
moment-
goddamn T-Rex breaking down that Jeep, man.
That
Fuck.
moment when the kid, they get sneezed on by that dinosaur and the kid says, God bless you, I swear, in the original cut, in the first time we seen it, he yelled it, like, God bless you. But then every other time we saw it in the theater after that, it was more like a whisper. And I've always wondered, like, because they do that kind of
They
shit.
did that with The Simpsons. After it aired, they took out that ending, like where they're all sitting there watching the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they took that out.
Well, this one has Jurassic Park, and that song is okay. Jurassic Park is frightening in
MacArthur
the dark.
Park by Richard Harris.
And Young, Dumb, and Ugly is a nice style parody of AC/DC. I'm not too familiar with this album. Bedrock Anthem
I love
Yes,
that.
Bedrock Anthem
is fantastic. And which is funny because it came out at the right time as well, because that god-awful Flintstones movie came out around that
That's
time.
Yeah,
why-
we
that's-
loved that movie when
Yeah.
it
When
came
we
out.
were 7, when we were like,
We all
you know,
did.
Yes.
And we even all liked the second one when it came out.
The
Oh,
second one was
God.
much better.
I fucking hated it.
You hated
You
loved
cynical
that.
bastard.
You were
They
saying
were-
that, that second one was much better than the first.
Some of the jokes were
Like,
better.
I like the actors.
Some of the well, you
Fred-
know the guy who plays Fred plays Robert. I think it's Robert Baratheon on the first season of Game of Thrones.
No way.
Yeah, man, the king who fucking they killed and shit.
Damn, I'm gonna have to watch that shit again.
Yeah,
Really,
he plays-
Fred?
Yeah, man.
Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone from that second movie. That,
But
that
he
movie-
had the Fred voice down, and fucking Stephen Baldwin was a good
Yeah,
Barney.
I enjoy Stephen Baldwin as a dumbass Barney, but it's just
Damn Baldwin
it
brothers.
has fucking it
They
just
bombed the Baldwins.
it aggravates me, man. That movie just pisses me off because it completely what do you call it? Retcons everything that the first movie talks about. The way when they talk about how they met in the first movie doesn't match what happens in this movie, and then if they're gonna be fucking talking to a goddamn space alien, how come nobody
Mr.
in the original, Mr. Gazoo?
Mr. Gazoo. I always say Kazoo. Mr. Gazoo.
they call him
Nobody
Kazoo.
fucking
Yeah.
mentions that shit, you know? And there's some horrible.
Well, at the end of the movie, he was able to go back.
Well, still, that doesn't matter. Even if he goes back, you know, there's nobody remembers it in the original. You know, it's like, wouldn't somebody say, you know, hey,
That's the
remember?
problem with prequels.
Yeah, exactly. Especially unfucking thought of prequels. And then you have such a stupid meta joke at the beginning where it does the Universal logo, and then he's like, did anybody see those words go around there?
I like that. It was kind
And,
That was
yeah,
kinda
it made
funny,
me chuckle, but then at the same time, I'm like, that was kind of lazy, man. I don't know, man. The best thing about that movie.
was that fucking crazy dude was like, the dinosaurs are gonna be
Yeah,
extinct.
he says, I poisoned the dinosaurs' water supply, and they're all gonna be dead within so and so amount of time, and nobody believed him and shit. The dinosaurs will never die. That was like the best thing about that movie.
And then after Bedrock Anthem, we have Frank's 2000-inch TV.
And it's a style parody of REM's early work, an achy breaky song.
I can't stand. I don't like it. And he makes a point. I can't stand that song, that achy breaky song.
Yeah, and
Traffic Jam.
yeah, I'm not familiar with that or Tog Soup. And then Living in the Fridge.
I love
Living
that.
in the Fridge. That's kind of funny.
She never told me she was a mime.
See, I'm not familiar with that or Waffle King, but Bohemian
Harvey the
Polka.
Wonder
Harvey
Hamster?
the Wonder Hamster.
Bohemian Polka
Bohemian Polka.
is one of his more interesting polka songs because it's not a bunch of songs put together.
It's just
a
one.
polka remake of Bohemian Rhapsody.
He did a 6-minute song in half the time.
Yeah, it's fucking.
And that's probably his longest
Let's let-
polka song.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Fuck
Yeah,
up
it's
YouTube.
eating something.
YouTube's like, wait a minute, is this Queen? Is this
Yeah.
Internet's dead. Awesome song. Then the permanent. Then he came out with his box set.
Yeah, permanent
Permanent
record.
record had like three.
Then he came out with another greatest hit.
Yeah, the TV album. And then we go
TV
into
Bad Hair
the
Day.
album that I wonder, is this album has to be bigger.
Yeah, because when he did Amish Paradise, during the time when they had that movie come out with Coolio
Yeah.
doing Gangster's
Dangerous Mind.
I remember Dad took us to see that in the theater, and I remember being like, God damn, how many times are they going to play this song in this movie?
I know, they played it over and over.
Now see, I got this copy.
Then they made a TV show. Do y'all remember the TV
Yeah.
show? It even had the song on the theme song for the TV show, and it's like, damn, how much money did you guys spend to be able
Didn't
to
they have
use this
There
song?
wasn't a Dangerous Minds 2 where it had a guy teacher?
It might.
Oh
they
no,
might
that was the
have.
parody movie.
Oh, you
High
talking
School
about High School
High
High?
School High.
That shit, it's got funny moments.
Okay,
but
check
it's
this
pretty
out.
Dumb.
I got this copy from
Goodwill.
Goodwill, right? I just noticed this. Does that look like blood? Someone got blood fingerprints on the goddamn lyric book.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it's kind of brown. It could be shit.
we mentioned this on a past episode where Jezebel. We mentioned this on a past episode where Zach
Lord.
said his Weird Al Bad Hair Day was different from mine. My copyright on the back says 94, whereas Zach says 96. But then the disc is completely different.
Yours is black and white.
Yeah, my disc has a black and white picture of Weird Al sitting there, and then his is a silver CD with a color version of Weird Al sitting there. And it's just so weird to look at. It's so weird to look at. The lyric
It
book,
could be chocolate.
the lyric book is about the same, pretty much. The lyric book is the same. What about this? Is that still black and white on yours?
His is color.
No, I mean mine's color too, but this one picture.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, yeah. So it's probably some sort of weird misprint here. But Bad Hair Day, I would probably call it my
Serious.
favorite Weird Al CD. It's a big split up between this and Running with Scissors,
Really?
as far as my favorite Weird Al CDs. And then probably in third would be Poodle Hat.
Poodle Hat was good, but it just kind of had like those songs that you skip on it, you know.
Yeah, actually, they're
Poodle Hat, I feel the same way.
that's
with
why
that
I
as
say
do
third.
With, yeah, I feel the same way about Poodle Hat as I do with Alpocalypse.
And so this album is phenomenal. I love
Starts with-
every song on here, and it begins with the most gangsta shit Weird Al's ever done.
Yeah, the beginning of his gangster music. 'Cause he
Yeah.
actually does more and it gets better.
Yeah,
And
and
then I love Everything You Know Is Wrong.
yeah, that song is fantastic, and
Cavity
it's
Search.
a great style parody of They Might Be Giants, who is one of my favorite bands, and fucking Cavity Search is really good. Cavity Search is a parody of Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by U2.
Calling
And then
in Sick.
Callin' in Sick fucked me up when I first bought this
Yeah,
album.
because it's like
I was like, for the first 2 seconds of the song, I was like, whoa, he's doing a parody of Come As You Are? Because it fucking, the first 2 or 3 notes are the exact same
Let's see.
fucking notes.
well, it
yeah.
says style parody of grunge.
Right there, see?
Yeah, do it again, do it again.
You can hear it. Yeah, bass.
That's it.
See? I was like, for like 2 seconds, I was like, Come As You Are? Nope. Whoa, what is this?
Well, it's in the style of grunge, and then you have the alternative polka.
The losers.
Which is-
Loser, sex type thing. All I want.
One of my
to do.
favorite polka medleys
Yeah,
of
I
his.
know. Bang and Blame. You ought to know.
And then he does Closer, and that's when he throws in, like, I wanna bark you like an animal. And it's so fucking good, man. Yeah, this Bullet with Butterfly Wings.
My friends, I'll stick around. Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, dude.
Basket Case.
Yeah, with
I love it
Basket
because he ended
Case-
with Basket Case. He's like, or am I just stoned? Am I just stoned?
Yeah, dude. And then Since You've Been Gone is fantastic.
that.
I love his sort of ironic I Miss You songs and shit. But this is probably one of his best because the whole song, it starts off and
It sounds like he's in love with her, but he's like,
yeah, and it's
no.
like, I feel almost as bad as I did when you were still here. Woo. And like, I was like, that is like such a great payoff to this fucking song, man.
Gump.
Yeah, Gump is awesome, damn it.
Beer
Don't
time.
sat alone on a bench in the park.
Bring me one too if you got it.
Said my name was Forrest, he casually remarked. That shit is awesome. freaking awesome. I love and the reason I love this album so much is because it came out at the perfect time for me.
96.
Yeah, and that was the year. That was my big music year. That's when MTV was a big thing in my life, and all of the bands he parodied on here, I was constantly seeing on MTV at the time, and like with the Presidents of the United States of America, I loved all their stuff, and
well, even the fact that his videos for the songs were parody of their videos.
And then this is when they did that Al TV show where he'd play the original video, then he'd play his video for just about every music video he's ever made, and that was a fantastic way to be introduced to Weird Al, because I was like, damn, this dude's been doing this for a long time. You know, I had never really knew anything about him until this point, and
yeah, because being at your age, like now,
I was only 10 years old.
Music, we can go to the internet, or we can go down to the store. We got money, we can buy it. Back then, you couldn't listen to old stuff because that means you had to depend on your parents to either give you the money or go get it for you, or you had to go search for an album or record. Nowadays, you can find stuff anywhere.
But so then you have. We just talked about the parody songs. You've gone Gump. You have "I'm So Sick of You," which is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that song is great. Syndicated Ink, and here's what's funny here. Here's what's funny.
There's an extra gory version of "The Night Santa Went Crazy." It's on outtakes on this song, this CD. It was later released on the Essential Weird Al.
Well, yeah.
It was a B-side on the Amish.
So there's
Paradise.
a gorier version.
All right, but here's the
album
weird thing. All right.
Which album did it come out on? Whole song. It might be like 1 or 2 words. It might change.
All right. So the weird thing is, number one, he has a parody of "Misery" by Soul Asylum called "Syndicated Ink," which is I love the song "Misery" and his version "Syndicated Ink," but then you have it's a parody of the style of Soul Asylum, but it is almost identical to Black Gold
It really is.
from Soul Asylum's first album.
Do you have that Soul Asylum CD?
Yeah, I got their first 2 albums here, or not. I don't think they're their first 2 albums. Play the Black Gold song if you can find it to do a little comparison here.
Syndicated.
Because the first time I ever heard it, it was an episode of Saturday Night Live where Soul Asylum was the guest, and they were playing that song.
Wow.
And Mom was in the living room, and I'm like, "What? Why do I know this song? I fucking know this song." And Mom's all like, "I had the album," and I'm like, "I don't remember much." But then I fucking bought the album. And play it till it goes into the chorus. They are almost identical.
And that sounds just like it.
The night Santa went crazy.
He just didn't credit them for this.
And they're almost fucking identical. But both of them are really good. And The Night Santa Went Crazy, probably one of my favorite Christmas songs ever.
Phony Calls was on there too.
Yeah, Phony Calls is great.
We already talked about that.
I don't think we did.
No, you skipped after Syndicated. You skipped I Remember Larry and Phony Calls.
I Remember Larry. That was a good song.
I Remember Larry is another example of his great, hilarious, dark humor. Because it's just about this guy who plays these ridiculous pranks on him, and then he just fucking breaks in his house one night, carries him out to the woods, and fucking kills him. Fucking great, man. And then it just rocks, man. That
So
song
it was like,
fucking
what,
rocks.
3 years till you got a new Weird Al CD?
Yeah, a good 3 years.
Running with Scissors.
And that album had a bit of
I liked that album.
yeah, it had a bit of hype when it was coming out too on MTV and stuff. And it has some And then, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is the oldest album in my CD collection here that I believe.
Dude at work was asking me how long I've been collecting CDs because I showed him a picture on my Instagram of my like shelves, and he's like, "Good Lord, how long have you been collecting?" I was like, "Probably since I was 11, maybe 10 or 11." He's like, "God damn, dude, 16, 17 years?" I said, "Yeah,
No.
been collecting for a while."
Yeah, you really don't know how long it's been until
Until you look at your first CD, and you're like, God damn.
This one, and I had some older ones like that Kid Rock album, but some of those have been sold
that
and
Kid Rock.
pawned, but it's the oldest.
You'll never see us do a Kid Rock retrospective.
It's the oldest. It's the oldest album in my collection that I actually bought myself.
Coming next week. Rock.
But then this album, I think the album is fantastic, and you have pretty much, if you heard The Saga Begins before you saw The Phantom Menace,
You saw South Park.
Yeah, it
or not South
spoiled.
Park, but Star
It
Wars.
spoils the whole movie, and I didn't mind. And
It was better than the movie.
yeah, it's better than the movie. It
And
is
he just
better
tells
than
you
the
what
movie.
happens in song
And-
to
American Pie from Don
exactly.
McLean.
Well, why not?
And the lyrics are great. I mean, it really
my, the Cyrannican guy.
maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Like this album, this is probably my second favorite Weird Al album ever.
It has a lot of good shit on there.
And My Baby's in Love with Eddie Vedder. When I first heard the song, I didn't really get it. I didn't know who Eddie Vedder was. I knew Pearl Jam, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was what, 13 years old? I barely knew any of that shit. But nowadays, it's just goddamn hilarious. And so, then you have, oh, the Pretty Fly for Rabbi.
Yep.
That I didn't even know when I first bought the album. I only knew it from the Saga Begins song. And when
Yeah.
Pretty Fly for a Rabbi came on, I was like, oh my god,
Yes.
that is awesome.
You know why? Because that was like a year after we had just gotten into the Offspring.
that was the same year.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm. 99.
We got that CD in 98.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, well, just, I would say 6 months
It was
later.
about 6 months later, yeah, but still. Different year.
And then it had the Weird Al theme song
Oh, yeah, I
for
love
his
that
old
one.
Weird Al show, his little kid show.
Here's a story about a guy named Al.
Who lived in a sewer with his hamster pal, but the syndication workers didn't really approve. So he packed his accordion and then he moved to a city in Ohio where he lived in a tree. And fuck.
Something in the factory.
Yeah, something about a factory. Yeah, that song is great. That show was great. I mean,
I know, we never got up early enough to watch
yeah,
it.
exactly. I wonder if they put it all on DVD or anything. They need to put it on Netflix.
They
And
put his
then-
live shows on DVD.
Yeah, his live shows.
And he dresses up.
Yeah,
for
that's
each
what's
song.
awesome.
He
I remember
dresses up.
VH1 played one of his live shows.
He gets in the fat suit.
Yeah,
for
dude.
Fat.
It was freaking cool, man. Yeah, that's freaking cool. But then you have Jerry Springer,
Oh yeah,
which
We
is
did-
another
we,
one that blew me away.
We failed to mention this was when he took his glasses off, got the fucking LASIK surgery, shaved
Grew
his
hair out.
mustache.
He looked completely different. When I bought this album, I was like, "This isn't Weird Al."
Yeah.
And now this is what he looks like now. I mean, I do miss the old goofy-looking mustache,
The
fucking
porn
fro,
stash. He had the porn stash
and the
going.
fucking Jew fro.
Big ass glasses I could see in the
But I do
future.
remember when this CD was coming out, he said that he took on this look so he can look more like Alanis Morissette. his love, because he loves Alanis Morissette, and he was trying to get her to marry him.
That's hilarious.
It's all just him bullshitting.
But the Jerry Springer song is a fantastic
Yes.
parody of "1 Week" by Bare Naked
Yes.
Ladies. It's been 1 week since we got to see cheating lovers and cousins that marry. Yesterday, they told the tale about the one guy who learned that his woman was a she-male. Like, that shit is great.
Yeah, dude.
It just totally, I mean, and it just amazes me how, he is such a fantastic musician and artist that I can't rap that part in fucking 1 week, and he's like just going
Chinese
off,
chicken.
man. I was like, that's fucking cool, man. And then Germs.
That's like 9 Inch Nails, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a nice style parody of 9 Inch Nails, and basically, It takes moments from Terrible Lie from Nine Inch Nails' Pretty Hate Machine album and mixes it with bits from Closer.
Okay, I was about to say, because it sounds like Closer from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And it's like the chorus and the lyrics kind of follow the Terrible Lie, and then the music kind of follows Closer.
How long was it till another one? Well, we're still on this one.
Yeah, we're still on this.
Polka Power.
Polka Power is
I tell
great.
you what I want, what I really want.
He does
Spice Girls.
fucking Spice Girls, Harvey Danger. He does Ghetto Superstar. He does Everybody, the Backstreet's Back song. He does Walking on the Sun from Smash Mouth. He does Intergalactic from Beastie Boys.
Doesn't he do Hanson and Marilyn Manson?
He does. Does he? Yeah, he does. He does Hanson and Manson. He does. Semi-Charmed Kind of Life. He does Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping. The song was fantastic. He does Closing Time, and like it's another one.
Yeah, he closes it with Closing Time.
Yeah, it's another one of his great fucking parody songs. And then you've got a fantastic ska song, which is a style parody of stuff like No Doubt and that kind of poppy ska sound, like Cherry Poppin' Daddies had, and all those kinds of bands.
Diet.
Yeah, and then,
Diet.
speaking of that, like your horoscope for today is fantastic, and then you've got All About the Pinions, which is kind of funny.
I never really cared about that.
All
one.
about Benjamins. But
Yeah, it's one of the things. My favorite song.
Truck driving song.
driving song, man.
Driving
Friggin' a truck.
What is that
Driving a big
parody?
old truck. It's just a parody of the truck driving country songs, like
Okay.
Convoy. It's fantastic. Driving a truck with my high heels on. Fucking fantastic. And then Grapefruit Diet, which is a fantastic. It says original, but I mean, well, from Steve Perry. But it's a parody of Zoot Suit Riot from Cherry Poppin' Daddies. And that's fantastic. Like Grapefruit Diet.
I love the
diet,
last song, though.
Throw out the pizza and beer.
That was probably one of the first long songs we ever listened to.
Yeah, Weird Al's Albuquerque. Albuquerque is fantastic. And it says it's a style parody of the Rugburns. Never heard of that, but gonna have to check them out now. But Albuquerque is freaking awesome. And then,
Poodle Hat.
yeah,
How long of a wait?
it was a nice wait.
Was it 99 to 2003?
Yeah,
That's
good
like
4 years. And
Blink
it came out
182
under
cover.
under the radar for me.
It's Blink 182. You know how they did the letter?
Ah, yeah.
Blink, you didn't know that?
The lettering is like Blink 182.
How they did their albums?
Oh, okay.
What is it? Take off your pants and jacket.
Where they had the subway. They used
Yeah.
the colors from the subway symbols. That's what he did
Yeah.
there. 'Cause he's
Poodle
on a
Hat.
subway.
Okay. Poodle Hat is fantastic. Poodle Hat is fantastic.
Sign my poodle.
S'il vous plaît. All right, man. It starts off with,
Couch potato.
which is the,
Eminem did not want him to do that.
and I'm glad he did because I hated Eminem at that point.
Yeah, that was when Eminem was just like, all right, dude, just stop.
You're gonna star in a movie about yourself, like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
8 Mile.
That's fucking stupid.
seriously, man. Seriously.
So, you have autobiographies and biographies. What would you call a movie about yourself?
Bio,
That you star
biopic.
in.
Oh, well, that you star in? A bio dick? A biography dick? He was just so full of himself at this point. And when
He still is.
yeah, and this was at the time where Eminem for me was like, I'm done with this shit. Like the
I
first
was
two,
done with Eminem when the
Those-
Eminem show came out.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
the two trailer park girls go around the outside. That's just
It's like those two big CDs of
like
his, Slim
when,
Shady.
when that CD came out, it was like, okay, so every time you come out with a CD, you're gonna have your funny song first as your first single. That's your Slim Shady song. This one's like Shady's back, back again. Tell a friend, like,
Yeah.
dude, that's just playing off the same shit that made your first fucking album popular.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit. That's what I didn't like about when I was listening to Limp Bizkit when I was a kid. They would always mention shit they did on the album before. Like, why are you saying Nookie and fucking Faith on Chocolate Starfish? I mean, it bugged me back then. It doesn't anymore because it's just like I understand why they're doing it.
It's like
Because
the only
money.
band that I
Sells.
ever like when they every album has like a "We're Back" and "We're Badass" kind of song is KMFDM.
Because they do that on every album.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
because they have a song that's usually it's like we're back.
they do it in a goofy way though. It's
like intro from World War
it's
III.
more like with KMFDM, it's more of a joke. It's like the same old shit, but we're back again. You know what I mean? Like
dirt for dirty old
Damn,
guys.
they're very self-aware.
Okay. Damn.
What are you looking at?
The only song that got a video from Poodle Hat was Bob.
Wow.
Damn.
His little Bob Dylan song.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, after Couch Potato, which is fantastic. I mean, you're gonna lose yourself watching TV. They told me.
Yeah, that's much better than the
Yeah.
Eminem version.
You have Hardware Store, which is a fantastic original. I mean, when he gets into that moment where he's just, for several measures of the song, he's just spitting out all the shit at the hardware store without taking a breath. It's like, God damn, dude. And then you've got Trash Day.
I love Trash Day.
Thank God for Trash Day, because this was at a point in my life where I was done with the radio, and I was so sick of hearing that. It's so hot in here.
It focuses on the filthiness of the singer's house.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. Like, fucking, there's something rotten here. You better hold your nose. Like, it's fucking great.
Party at the Leopard Colony.
Yeah, Party at the Leopard Colony. It's all right.
Style of Bo Diddley.
Like, it's one of the songs that I can skip on here.
Yeah. And then you got Angry White Boy Polka.
yeah.
I love that one.
Fantastic polka
Starts with
song.
Last Resort. Then
It has
Chop
a bunch
Suey,
of new metal stuff.
Get Free.
Yeah, it has
Say
like
I Told You So.
because this was at a point where new metal was going away and that garage rock scene was coming in for a minute.
Yeah, and that just died.
Yeah, that lasted
That
like
was
2
like-
years barely.
Yeah, from like 2001 to 2003, it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I loved his little Down with the Sickness on here. Fucking the way he does that. Wah!
Yeah, come on, get down with the sickness, and he does the White Stripes on here.
I like Wanna Be Your Lover.
Yeah, I Want to Be Your Lover is fantastic. It's just a whole song of goofy pickup lines. Like my favorite being, if I give you my library card, you mind if I check you out? Like, this is pretty fucking funny. And
Not
then,
like a complicated song.
Yeah.
But after the second verse,
it gets boring.
It's not that funny anymore.
Yeah, it's
Like after he says I should go to Alabama where that kind of thing is tolerated, it's not funny anymore. Like that's the joke right there.
yeah.
I know it's a complicated song, but that whole part, the build up to that.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
perfect.
when he says, "Why'd you have to go and make me constipated?"
Yeah.
Like it's pretty damn funny because I can't stand Avril Lavigne, and I mean it's like I say, man. When after this, it's like I was done with the radio, so I don't know most of what his parodies are nowadays.
No way. Ben Folds played this piano on
Yeah,
that
man.
song.
Why does this always happen to me?
Wow.
Is a sweet ass fucking
I love that shit.
style parody.
Is that the one where he's like he's stuck in traffic?
Yeah,
Or no. He was watching The Simpsons,
yeah.
and a news broadcast comes on, and he has to miss that episode.
And you know what's funny? The first time, because our dad was a Ben Folds fan. The first time Dad heard this song, he knew that was Ben Folds playing. We were riding to Montgomery, and it comes on. He goes, "Is this Ben Folds?" And I was like, "I don't know," because it's not written in the lyric book, or if it's in the book.
It's in the book. It would say that he
credits.
played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he was like, "That's fucking Ben Folds playing." And I was like, "Really? Okay, I gotta check this out. I gotta look it up." But that's one of my favorite songs on here. I mean, it's that dark fucking hilarious humor of his, and it's like
I had 2 Ben Folds CDs, and I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
yeah, that's weird how that shit just disappeared like that.
And you have Ode to a Superhero.
That is fantastic. A nice
He's
parody
wearing
of
that
piano
stupid
in.
Power Ranger mask.
Yeah, I love that. He's got that
See,
dumb Power Rangers mask.
At this time, I had still believed that the first Spider-Man movie was good until I heard this song. When I heard this song, I started analyzing everything he was saying, like, damn, that movie really did suck.
I mean, there were aspects about it that sucked to me, but this song pointed out all the aspects that were stupid. Like I I loved that when he said that. He's got this dumb Power Rangers mask on, and
But I did like that where he's like,
he's throwing that weird pumpkin bomb.
where he says something like, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Which he'll repeat over and over in the movie.
He says, with great power comes great responsibility. It's the catchphrase of old Uncle Ben. If you missed the line, well, don't worry now. They'll say it again and again. And then you've got Bob, which is a parody of Bob Dylan.
It's okay.
Bob Dylan parodies are just one joke to me.
Bunny on, he's singing it.
Yeah,
like this.
exactly. I get
Like
bored
anyone can do a Bob Dylan
Yeah,
parody.
I get
It's not
bored
that hard
with
to sing
Bob
through
Dylan
your nose. eBay is a great song.
eBay is hilarious. And I hate the fact that, damn, I'm basically listening to a Backstreet song.
Yeah, whatever.
But, I mean, the stuff that he talks about on that song is pretty funny. But then the last song on the album,
Genius and Friends.
probably my favorite.
Damn, that's only 9 minutes long?
My favorite Weird Al song ever, man. It is an amazing tribute to Frank Zappa, and it fucking sounds...
Dweezil Zappa plays on it.
Dweezil plays the intro, the guitar solo, and it's fucking just amazing. And it sounds exactly like fucking Frank Zappa. At least his 80s stuff from what's this album called? Overnight Sensation and stuff. Like his really, really technical fucking goofy songs, weird songs. Because like Frank Zappa is the kind of dude who some songs will be funny, but some are just weird fucking, like check out Weasel's Rip My Flesh. There's some wild motherfucking shit on there, but that's an amazing song. Probably the best song Weird Al's
How
ever
long
done.
was that album?
This album
Total
is 54 minutes.
Wow.
That's probably got to be his longest album ever.
Yeah, probably, because we're on Straight Outta Linwood right now. This is the first time that a Weird Al CD come out, and I was like, I want to get that. Only because they did a Green Day cover, or parody. And it was not... I don't like it. I mean, Canadian Idiot is okay. It's not that funny. I wish that if Weird Al did something, he would have done something from Green Day that was more popular at that time, like Wake Me Up When September Ends, or Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Those would have been good.
Because he could have said
parodies.
something like, Wake Me Up When This Song Ends.
Exactly. Something like that. But he didn't.
It's like on the cover, if you look at the tag on the car, it says 027 NLY. Nelly.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
see.
Now this album, I'm not too familiar with. I remember when you bought it.
I love it. This is one of my favorite albums.
Straight Outta Linwood is a really good one that you have to listen to.
Because almost all the songs in the entire album are good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not one song that I skip when I listen to it.
Yeah, White and Nerdy. Because when they came out with this, they actually went in the original. Who was it? Did White and Dirty? Was it? It was
Chameleon Air.
Yeah, they said that because when he asked him to do that, they said only if he can do it properly. And when he did the song and they heard it, they were complimenting him how well he can rap because it's not like he was redoing their song. He made his own lyrics and he did it perfectly.
And this fucking album and that song White and Nerdy was his first Billboard Top 10 in a 30-year career.
God damn.
Straight Outta Linwood and White and Nerdy was the first Billboard Top 10. No, so this album is actually bigger than Even Worse, Bad Hair Day, and fucking...
And it was also
Off the Deep End.
It was also his first one that actually had the digital.
Yeah.
The digital download tracks and stuff where it came with it came with the extra.
Yeah, this one is, well, it's all old and shit.
Yeah,
This is the dual
isn't
disc.
it only in a dual disc?
No, so when they came out with dual disc, they did a dual disc and original version.
Because I would never see a copy of that album that wasn't a dual disc.
Yeah,
I don't know
Then-
if Weird Al did it, but
Then I was
Yeah.
upset that I didn't find the dual disc version of With Teeth.
Yeah, but yeah. it had
But
like
they don't
music
even do that
videos.
anymore, do
nope,
they?
Nah, because with the internet now, they don't. Now they'll just tell you to go to a website.
Yep.
And
But
then
the
you
dual disc
have-
was cool because the DVD had something on it all the time.
Except whenever you're trying to figure out which side you were trying to play.
Yeah.
Then you have a
get one side
song,
scratched.
Pancreas, which
Pancreas,
is
I love that.
a style
Pancreas.
parody of Brian Wilson.
Yeah,
is that the Beach Boys
That's
guy?
the Beach Boys.
Here, I'll
Okay.
play it for you.
You listened to that the other day.
Yeah, the other night.
My pancreas secreting those enzymes.
I love his harmonizing, man.
With them.
And then
Canadian Idiot.
Canadian Idiot. I don't like that either. It's
I do. There's one part that makes me chuckle, where he says, "Can't understand a thing they're talking about."
but that's so obvious to me.
Yeah, I mean it is, but it was funny. That one little part.
it's
but
like-
it didn't redeem the song. I mean, as a Green Day fan, I don't like the song "American Idiot." It's too simple. It's boring. There's nothing fun about it.
Well, that's what I said about American Idiot. That song was the song to get people to buy the album, and then everything
it's
else
the
is
intro to the album. When I listen to American Idiot, I always skip the title track and go straight to Jesus of Suburbia and then finish it. Finish the entire album.
So, Canadian Idiot is the lyrics are just too obvious for me. I mean, it's some of Weird Al's worst writing.
No, it's not his worst writing, but it's
some
it's
of it.
his predictable writing.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't
That's
say
bad
it's
writing.
I wouldn't say it's worse
If
or
it's,
bad.
It is
It's
some
just-
of his worst writing. It is up there with the white stuff.
Okay, but that's just one person's opinion. Then you have "I'll Sue Ya."
I love
I
that song.
fucking love that because it's like,
It's like Rage Against the Machine.
yeah,
man.
and Rage got
Sue Ya.
pissed. They tried suing him
Yeah, right.
over that song.
Irony. And I mean, that's a rocking song, man.
Then you have
Pokorama,
Pokorama
another one of their mashups.
Yeah, and that one's cool.
because it's got "Let's Get It Started" by the Black Keys, "Take Me Out" from Franz Fernando.
Then it does Feel Good Inc. from Gorillaz, and
Yeah,
it does
that's on
nothing
there.
with it.
He goes, "Feel Good."
He does nothing with
Beverly
it.
Hills from Weezer.
Oh, I forgot about that song.
Yeah, "Speed of Sound" by Coldplay.
And see, that's a nice Coldplay song.
"Float On" by Modest Mouse. "Feel
Yeah.
Good Inc." Gorillaz and De La Soul. "Don't Ya," Pussycat Dolls and Busta Rhymes. "Somebody Told Me" from The Killers. "Slither" from Velvet Revolver. And he didn't do anything for that. He just says, "Hey, do 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 do, hey."
Yeah.
"Candy Shop" from 50 Cent and Olivia.
And then
that
you
was
got Gold
hilarious.
Digger from Kanye Fuckface.
Yeah, "Drop It Like It's Hot" with Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. "Ponday Replay" by Rihanna. "Gold Digger," and then "Way Moby Polka." Oh yeah, that's the end of. Anyway, then you have "Virus Alert." I love "Virus Alert."
Hey everyone, listen up. Your attention.
And it says it's a style parody of Sparks. I don't know
I
what
don't know
that
who
is.
Sparks is.
Probably one of those digital kind of.
But I
80s
fucking
bands.
love that song, "Virus Alert."
It is a great
And then
song.
Confessions, which I can't stand Usher.
I don't like Usher, but Confessions Part 3 is fucking hilarious.
It is, 'cause-
It is goddamn hilarious.
It's one that I'm not. It's one of those other ones I'm not familiar with.
If you listen to this song, you will fucking love it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, he's telling the girl everything that's like he doesn't like about her or things he's done while they were together, confessing about
did
it.
he
And
like pee in her sink?
Yeah, he pees in her
Okay.
sink. He fucking uses her toothbrush to clean off the bathroom grout. He sneezes on her cat. Or sneezes on the dog, and then he replaces the goldfish after it dies. Fucking, then he says something like, you know that, he speaks this part, he's like, you know that t-shirt you got me last Christmas? Oh, that thing was hideous. What were you thinking? I took it back to Costco and got my $8.99.
Yeah, it's worth listening to.
And then you've got
Weasel Stompin' Dave.
Fantastic.
That is a great little
For
Christmas
Robot
kind of
Chicken.
song. Yes, Robot Chicken did perfect on that.
Yep.
That I love that. And Close But No Cigar.
I like that. That was great.
It's like cake.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
love that.
sweet.
Where he's like, and she was so close until I find out that she had a copy of Joe Dirt on DVD.
And then you got Do I Creep You Out?
I love that song. I love that song.
I don't know who Taylor Hicks is.
He's the American Idol guy.
I don't watch that.
I don't
crap.
watch American Idol either. Then Trapped in the Drive-Thru.
That one is a long ass song, but it is funny.
I love it.
as hell.
I can't believe
Did
it.
you see the video for it?
They forgot
Animated
the
video?
onions. Yes.
Yeah, like especially when they did the scene when he turned the radio.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not leaving this ride. I got bunny slippers on.
And then it has Don't Download This Song, which is fantastic.
Don't download this song.
I love this song.
There was also an outtake that was only a free internet-only release called You're Pitiful, parody of James Blunt's You're Beautiful.
Yeah.
You're pitiful.
I hated that so
I know.
much.
Weird Al did a great fucking parody of it.
I hated that song.
See, we'll skip the essential. Next would be Alpocalypse.
Yeah, well, next, before Alpocalypse, because most of those songs came from this, Internet Leaks, which basically was just an EP that had
songs from Alpocalypse.
Well, this was like a year or so. These songs are from '09, and Alpocalypse is like 2 years after that.
Yeah, they started recording it from 2008 to 2011.
And then all of these songs wound up on Alpocalypse, which we are getting into now.
Now, here's the thing about some Weird Al things. This is the first time he's done a video since White and Nerdy that he actually stars in. You know, that it's real people and not animation, because just about all his videos now are all fucking animated.
And they're usually fan-made too.
I love the album cover, though. You got Al, he's with the Four Horsemen.
And he's
He's
just like,
one of the horsemen.
Yeah, he's just fucking waving around. He's like, hey guys, get ready to die.
Yeah, and it came out perfectly at the time it came out, you know, because it was like a year before 2012 when everyone was like, oh no, the Mayan calendar's in. We're gonna die. It's the end of the world. But then performed this way, like I said, some videos or some Weird Al songs aren't really good. I mean, they're good, but they're better with the music video.
Yeah, some of them are,
performed this way. When he says, I'll poke your eye out with a dress like this,
you don't know what he's saying unless you see the dress.
Exactly, you don't know what he's saying.
Well, that's the thing is you gotta, if you're familiar with Lady Gaga,
yeah, you'll know
you
what
get the joke without having to see it.
It's like when you listen to comedians on
because
MP3
I was
and
already,
CD,
I was
they're talking
already
about shit, and you can't.
At this point in time, I was already checking out.
Her name is Stephanie.
Lady Gaga, based off of A Morbid Curiosity, and I was like, she just kind of reminds me of Marilyn Manson, and you know.
Yeah, female Marilyn Manson.
I dig some Lady Gaga, but it's nothing that blows me away. I'm like, she can be better than what she puts out, and
she is.
And it's kind of upsetting because her newest album, the Art Pop, has like.
Isn't there like a second part to that?
She says it might come out now. Because she was saying the first one would be more of the radio songs, and the second one would be some weird shit. I was very disappointed with Art Pop. The first song is bumping, dude. The first song sounds like some KMFDM shit, but then the rest of the album is normal Gaga shit.
Did you just say it's bumping?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking bumping.
Bumping in my trunk.
It's like a fucking, dude, it's like a fucking rave.
Now I've heard, I've heard Travis say the word bumping. It's bumping.
Yeah, dude, if I talk about
like
electronica, dude, I'm like, that shit's bumping. But the Perform This Way song to me is probably one of the better parody songs since the Poodle Hat album. Because
you didn't really listen to Straight Outta Linwood.
I mean, most of those I just don't really get into. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't.
White Nerdy was damn perfect.
Yeah, and I'll agree with that, but it's, you know, it's nothing I knew of, and then.
Well, nothing I will say nothing on Straight Outta Linwood was stuff that I know of.
Yeah.
I had to get used to it to like it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And critique every lyric and shit.
And I gotta buy it to be able to do that. I haven't picked it up yet, but Perform This Way, it makes fun of Lady Gaga's shtick fantastically.
It does.
The video is fucking perfect.
Weird Al's head fucking pasted on a woman's body.
Pasted on a woman's body. It is so creepy, but so fucking hilarious. And then what is CNR? Because I actually, tell you the truth, I've only heard this.
You heard it
once. When
Charles Nelson Riley. It is a style parody of the White Stripes about Charles Nelson Riley with jokes that are like Chuck Norris. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I'm
Charles
glad that
Charles
shit is
Nelson
over
Riley
with.
will do this and that. Charles, shit like that.
I got so sick of those Chuck Norris jokes. They were funny when it first came out, but then Oh my
I
God.
love that part in goddamn Expendables 2 with goddamn Chuck Norris. Because, like, as soon as motherfucker Chuck Norris starts to show up, it's only a cameo. Like, 100 fucking people die on screen like that. And then, like, Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham are sitting there like, what the fuck just happened? Here comes Chuck Norris walking out of the smoke. Just like, boom. And then they look at him and he says, Sylvester Stallone looks at Chuck Norris and says, so I heard that you got bit by a rattlesnake. And he goes, yeah. And after 4 or 90 agonizing days, the snake died. He said, like, Chuck Norris said like 4 or 5 Chuck Norris jokes, and then he walked off in the distance.
That is awesome.
See, no matter how much you're tired of it, Chuck Norris jokes are still fucking
Yeah,
great.
right.
He is one of the
I'm
best.
gonna tell you right now, that redeems the Chuck Norris fucking jokes. I haven't seen those movies.
They are pretty goddamn good. I mean, they know they're B-rated horror or B-rated action movies,
Yeah.
But
and
when
they
you had
play
Chuck
it perfect.
Norris
And that's
doing
what's
his
great
joke
about them.
killers.
And because of the Expendable movies,
Arnold in those are fucking great.
really,
Yeah,
you
dude.
have
The governor.
what's his name? Bruce Campbell has mentioned that he wants to do a horror movie that is like Expendables, where he takes all the greatest horror actors like Robert Englund,
Yeah,
the
dude.
guys who played Jason, the guys who played Michael Myers. He wants all of
Leatherface.
them. Yeah, Leatherface. He wants all of those guys to do a movie where it's like that, like the expendable version of horror movies. And
That
I
would be
think-
great.
Just
that would be
psycho
fantastic.
murdering villains on a rampage kind of movie.
And I would love to see Bruce Campbell and Robert Englund.
As long as it's
handle
not
that,
another
man.
fucking Jason versus Freddy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, back on the album. After CNR, Charles Nelson Riley,
Shut up.
you have TMZ.
Now is that about that news people?
It's about TMZ, and
Those people are the scum of the earth.
it's a parody of Taylor Swift's "You Belong to Me."
With me.
Now that's how much I care about it. Now that's just enough to skip over it. The next song is a style parody of Weezer.
Skipper Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah, Skipper Dan's pretty funny.
I let you hear that the other day. And then you have Polka Face.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, and that's I don't remember nothing about that.
It has
Looks like poker face.
It has Poker Face, Womanizer, Right Round by Florida, featuring Kesha, Day and Night by Kid Cudi. Who the fuck
Is it
that
Cuddy
is?
or Cootie?
I have no fucking idea.
Well, it's like it's key money sign shop.
Need you? Yeah, it's
Kadollar's
Kadollar's Hall.
Because
Then
Kadollar's
you
Hall.
have Need You Now by Lady Antebellum, Baby from Justin Bieber featuring Ludacris, So
Just
What
a bunch
from
of
Pink,
shit that I hate.
I Kissed a Girl, Fireflies from Owl City.
There you go. I kissed a squirrel. There's the parody of
I kissed a squirrel and it bit me.
Blame It from Jamie Foxx featuring T-Pain. Pain.
My balls are hurt.
Replay by Liaz. Down by Jay Sean featuring Lil Wayne. Break Your Heart by T.O. Cruz featuring Ludacris. TikTok by what's her name? Kadollar's Ha. Yep. And then you have Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist. I didn't know that. God fucking damn it! I keep
You didn't
clicking
know
on
the Doors guy played
Yeah,
on it?
Ray
Oh
Manzarek.
yeah, dude.
I didn't know he was actually on that song. That's
Mhm.
cool as shit.
Yeah, he was on that. That makes the song better, but it's just like that's eBay. It's the same fucking.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's like say 10 years ago he did a song called fucking Live Journal, and then on the new album he's gonna do something called Facebook.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking song. And then you have Party at the CIA.
That's dumb as shit.
It is.
That
It
is
really
dumb
is.
as shit.
You know why?
Well, number one, it's Miley Cyrus.
Exactly.
But two, the lyrics are just. It's just
dumb.
It's
I
just
mean,
not
it's
good.
not. I mean, it's not in a dumb way. It's not dumb. Like the lyrics aren't dumb at all. It's just I can't listen to it if it's on from that song.
It's a party in the CIA. Oh,
Exactly.
a JC song was on. A JC song was on. The ringtone is great though.
Yeah, because that's a Queen parody. Or
Nice
style of
of
Queen.
him.
And then another tattoo is funny. I hate the fucking song. I really fucking hate that song.
I don't even know it.
It's fucking called Nothing on You by
Another
B.O.B.
tattoo.
featuring Bruno Mars.
He has a song on here called If That Isn't Love, and it's a style parody of Hanson.
Yeah, dude, I love that. Oh my god, it's like, if that isn't love, then I don't know what love is. Na 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 na. Na. He's like saying shit like something about you and your bladder, blah blah blah. When you're climbing up, I'll hold the ladder.
Yeah.
Sounds like fucking.
It sounds like Umbop.
And then whatever you like, I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I mean, I never really listened to the original song because I don't fucking like T-Pain or T.I. It's
Yeah.
T.I. Yeah,
Testicular
I don't fucking care for him, but yeah. The song is great.
And then Stop Forwarding That Crap to Me is a style parody of Jim Steinman.
Yeah, I told you that when we were first listening to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Play that, Josh.
Useless piece of garbage that you send my way. Every stupid hoax, all those corny jokes. Stop forwarding that crap to me.
I can so hear Meatloaf singing that. I can so hear Meatloaf
This
singing
sounds like a
that.
Meatloaf song.
Oh my god, I can so hear Meatloaf singing that.
And of course, coming soon in
Yes.
just like one more month.
Yeah, wait till Zach takes his piss and
No,
get on. Yeah,
Zach, we cannot wait for Zach. There's no waiting for the owl. I'm the can't wait.
Al will not wait.
That shit is gonna be great. I love the cover. Of it.
Yeah, the album cover is
I remember when they showed the picture. He showed the teaser picture, just his face. I could see the collar. I was like, he's wearing like a dictator. This is gonna be like some dictator shit.
Alright, so now July 15th, coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yes, about 2
Mandatory
weeks.
fun.
I can't fucking wait. That's why we did this episode here.
Yeah, and there is so much hype among us with this because he hasn't said what is going to be on here.
Yeah. He hasn't
And
said shit.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm half expecting. Alright, everybody knows Let It Go from the Frozen movie.
Yeah.
There are millions of parodies and millions of covers on YouTube. Weird Al, I'm willing to bet there will be a Frozen parody or Let It Go parody, and it will be the one to blow them all
Alright,
away.
now what do you think it
Like
will
a
be
wrecking
called?
ball probably on there too.
Yeah. Now what do you think it will be called though?
I have no
Let
idea.
It Go. What?
Exactly. So it just makes me wonder, where's he gonna go with it?
If he does, he might just say there's enough of them already.
But see, he could do it, but then it might be on like B-sides and shit, like that one "You're Pitiful."
So it really makes me wonder, man. He better have a parody of this.
Now I don't know. Y'all probably didn't even make y'all's list because I just thought of this today.
I can name my list off the top of my head.
All right.
I don't need to write it down. And
Starting from 20, we'll go with me first. Taco Grande. Good song. Then She Drives Like Crazy. 19. 18 is Don't Download This Song. 17, Living in the Fridge. 16, Skipper Dan. 15, When I Was Your Age. 14, Jerry Springer. 13, One More Minute. 12, Do I Creep You Out. 11, Saga Begins. 10, Can't You Touch This. 9, Brady Bunch. 8, Bedrock Anthem. 7, Everything You Know Is Wrong. 6, Confessions Part 3. 5, Since You've Been Gone. 4, Fat. 3, You Don't Love Me Anymore. 2, Yoda. 1, Why Does This Always Happen to Me?
fantastic list.
Alright. No particular order. White and Nerdy.
I like that song.
Amish Paradise. Eat It. Fat. Yoda. Another one, Rides the Bus. Was it Pancreas? Pretty Fly for a Rabbi. Skipper Dan. Ringtone. Smells Like Nirvana. Like a Surgeon. Gump. Couch Potato. Do I Creep You Out? Albuquerque. The Night Santa Went Crazy. Bedrock Anthem, Trapped in Drive-Thru.
That's 20.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I'm going to just list 10 because I haven't heard every Weird Al album, and I can't make a list that big and feel comfortable with it. I need to just name the 10 favorites of mine
At this moment.
at this moment, yes.
That's what mine was.
So I would say number 10,
My list would have been longer.
yeah. Number 10 is going to be Jerry Springer.
That's a good song.
Number 9 is going to be Amish Paradise.
Okay.
Number 7 is going to be Couch Potato. Number 6 is going to be Ode to a Superman, or whatever that is.
Superhero.
To a
Superhero.
Spider-Man.
And what number was that? 6?
Yeah.
Number 5 is going to be Night Santa Went Crazy. Number 4, I Remember Larry. Number 3 is going to be Brady Bunch. Number 2, Those Were the Good Old Days. And number 1, Genius in France.
Okay.
That's, yeah. Because I love his original songs, and I love his style parodies more, and I love his dark-ass sense of humor, so like that's why those songs are at the bottom, or the top of the list, as you would say. And his best dark fucking song has got to be Those Were the Good Old Days. But okay, so that's our list of Weird Al.
And that's our Weird Al retrospective in anticipation for
the new album.
Mandatory Fun.
And when Mandatory Fun comes out, we'll probably
We will.
yeah, we will do something about that.
We'll do like a. It's not first listen.
We have that new show we're working on, and
Hell, by the time this is getting released, we'll probably
well, this one will be on next week.
next week.
Yeah, because I just posted drugs and music today.
Let it do.
But we'll see you guys later.
Next week.